Okay, good afternoon. You are live on EnviroTV and I'm Kachana Masule here with Mr.
Juan Gonzalez Valero.
Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, the COP11 has been going on so far for about a week now. What are your general views on this year's COP11?
Yeah, well, I only joined on Sunday, so I'm not part of the delegation that goes into the negotiations. Therefore, I can't really comment on what happened last week, but COP11 is a very important meeting in order to actually get the fertility of soils and the health of soils into the attention and on the books of the people who can make decisions about that.
You're watching EnviroTV show. With me today I have Mr. Mark, and I'll be interviewing him today. So, Mr. Mark, thank you for having us on today's show. My first question is, you as an individual, what do you do to reduce your CO2 emissions or carbon footprint?
Let's
say, like in your house, like let's say you probably use a lot of water when not necessary. You always leave your TV on when not in use or when you're not watching and stuff like that. So you as an individual, what do you think you can do to reduce this?
I would switch off all the lights as an individual when I'm not using them. I would close all unused taps. Make sure that my pipes don't leak. I wouldn't cut down trees that I don't need. And the rest, yes, along that line.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the answer, but I have a little question. You said you as an individual, right? And I am sure you don't stay alone in your house. So you'll start off you as an individual, then maybe as you go, you'll also are you willing to inform your other family members to do the same?
Definitely.
Okay. With me here, I also have a book. It's called My Carbon Footprint. We use this at our school, Hochland. I'm from Hochland High School, and we have an Enviro Club network, and we give these books to each and every member, and they use it, they go with it home, then they measure the amount of water they use, their electricity, and stuff like that. Then at the end of the day, they do the calculations and see what they can do to reduce their CO2 emissions. So I'm going to give you this book, then you're going to go with it home. Do all your calculations, and at the end of the day, maybe you can make a difference in your life and reduce your CO2 emissions.
Is this on a daily basis?
It's on a daily basis. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark, for having us in our show.
Jose Cueva.
Okay, so what do you think about the youth participation in issues of climate change and environmental conservation in your country?
Oh, in my country, in all the world, not in only my country. The youth, the youth participation in this, the youth. I guess that the youth must be involved, and I really think that it is involved. But it's a responsibility of our older people, that to guide to the youth in the steps. And particularly in Argentina, there are some ONGs of young people which work very hard in this matter.
Okay, thank you very much. And last but not least, what do you feel you can do to help with to motivate the youth to do something in making a change of this climate change issues?
Yeah, okay. In all environmental issues, when we often go to high schools and primary schools to talk to the children and the youngs, at first trying to generate some awareness about this, but you are all aware. Yes, and but we have only give them advice, their capacity buildings, their this, but you know really what do you want about not only climate change, all issues about environment.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us here on the EnviroTV. Your interview was very much appreciated.
Thanks for watching EnviroTV, and I'm Martha. We have Miss Rachel Shudi from USA. Okay, our question for today is, what effects does desertification have on your livelihood?
My livelihood personally, I was actually also born and raised in a desert, in the Sonoran Desert in Phoenix, Arizona. But because the environment there, the circumstances are somewhat different, maybe depending on, of course, the economic and other development level. So I know in my childhood growing up, water is the most important thing, especially in the hottest parts of the year, to have access to that. And obviously, one thing why Phoenix even exists is because of the water canal system that was built to allow the city to even exist for irrigation, for drinking water. So obviously, that's, I think, one of the main components of a sustainable livelihood in a desert environment, obviously. And I think when that is in place, it helps the economy to build up, and a lot of things that are required for development and reaching the Millennium Development Goals in general. I think that's my answer.
Thank you very much.
You're
I hope you enjoy your stay in Namibia and you're enjoying the COP11.
So, Mr. what effects does desertification have on your country or on your livelihood?
I come from Brazil, and in Brazil there is a very large region, it's 1 million square kilometers, that is composed of semi-arid lands, dry lands, where desertification processes have been occurring mostly because of the bad use of land and water, soil and vegetation. And that is a cause of poverty. The most important problem of desertification is really to increase poverty and to reduce.
And okay, so we'd like to thank you very much for your So the question is, if you were to be stranded in the Namibia airport, what would you wish to have with you?
Water.
Why?
I think water is a basic need. So we all have to use it well and share it amongst each other.
Okay guys, there you have it. Her answer is water. Thank you very much.
Ms. Michelle on the EnviroTV. We'll be giving her a short interview. So, Ms. Michelle, our question for today is, what will you do if you are stranded in the desert right now? What do you wish you had?
I guess it would be water,
Why?
because it's the only thing that would sustain my life long enough for me to get out of the desert.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful answer. Well, guys, you have heard the answer. That's water. They say water is life, I guess. It's really true.
Good afternoon. You're live again on EnviroTV. I'm Kachana Masule, and today I'm here with Okay, Mr. Benedict. Our Minister for Environment and Tourism, Honorable Hekwa Keruka, yesterday was elected as President of Hochland. Is this of significance to Namibia? If yes, why so?
No, it's a very big and important opportunity to be a COP president. What it tells is that Namibia will lead all the efforts of combating desertification and degradation and drought. So what it does is, it provides Namibia to be a leader in terms of global intervention on combating desertification. And that is more important for a country like Namibia that is affected by droughts and predation and desertification. It also puts the country's priority at the forefront of the international agenda to be addressed in terms of combating the effects.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Mr. Benedict. Until next time, goodbye.
What